Is he lulling him into a false sense of security that sometimes happens early doors?
Exactly.
Obviously on the screen now we have the formations. I will say before we start that a lot of the teams, a lot of the players from the different countries will be choosing Bayern Munich. I'm well aware that they are a firm favourite in this year's PES 2016. So the first game is, of course, is it usmakabyle or is it usmakabyle?
Usmakabyle, that's Rashid, our French world champion.
Okay.
As you can see on your screen, he's the one in the bottom right corner with the PES League France coordinator just giving him some helpful advice. Not that Rashid needs any advice being a world champion.
While I was there, I will say that if I get any pronunciations wrong today, then I can only apologise. The gamer tags sometimes get the better of me, but I will try my best. But, and he is up against the American champion.
It's interesting to see. We mentioned just then that pretty much all, if not all, the majority of the players will be playing with Bayern Munich today because they are the strongest team. They have strength and depth in the squad. But the battles aren't necessarily by which team they choose, it's about how they set them up.
And as you can see, they are very different straight away. Well, he's now changing it so it's identical, but
I wonder
a lot of them change the fullback region, don't they? Some of them obviously drop them in and play that defensive line. A lot of other players, including the UK champion Dex, he likes to obviously
pressing
bomb on
fullbacks
with the left and right backs, you know, using the overlaps down the wings. The American champion, pronunciation, rodrybmx, is that right? Or is it?
Yeah, rodrybmx20. We'll just call him Rodri. That's what I've been calling him.
So we're going to. I will probably shorten most of the names today. I'm sure they won't mind. They will be thick amongst the action. We are just a couple of minutes away. Just going through a few last-minute tactical tweaks here for the two teams. And then we will be underway.
So yeah, I mean the key thing with this, if you're watching this stream for the first time, because obviously the PES League, due to the relationship that we have with the guys at Twitch, we are on the Twitch front page today. So if you are watching PES for the first time, which there's a good chance you might be, what is happening right now, the players are setting up their formations, and this is tactical stuff. So you have 3 formations, they're setting up all 3 of those so they can change formations on the fly, which obviously takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it when stuff picks up in game.
Just before we get underway with the first game, we are running some competitions, so there will be a Twitter competition. If you follow and retweet at PES League, it'll be running all week. There will be one winner picked at random. We have quite a few different prizes, don't we, Graham?
Yeah, exactly. That obviously, for those that follow that account already will have seen, we put a tweet out Monday morning, and that was to win a PES League World Finals bundle. That includes some amazing things like the Champions League final match ball, some Amazon vouchers, PES games, some more Adidas stock. And you get that just for following and retweet that competition tweet. That ends tomorrow evening, so you've got all day today and tomorrow to enter that.
Also, talking of Twitter, before we actually get underway, we do have a PES Goal of the Week competition as well. So again, if you follow official PES, you will see the hashtag PESGOTW, which you can get involved in as well. So if you think you've scored a screamer, then make sure you use that hashtag. But we are literally underway here at the Allianz Arena.
We're just making sure that the entire room is set up, because the way we are running the events today is we are queuing everyone up. We're queuing everyone up so that everyone gets ready to go upon the whistle of Oz, our in-room master of ceremonies.
So the nerves are jangling around the room, as you can see. It's a lot of tension here, Graham. I can sense the magnitude of what's at stake here. Like I said, not just the cash prize, but the what's the word I'm looking for?
Pride, bragging rights.
Yeah, it's the bragging rights. I'm the best in the world at PES 2016. It's a massive achievement. Just to get here in itself is incredibly tough, as we saw in the UK finals, and obviously you've got the rest of the world as well, which are equally as tough. It's just that sense of pride to win the world finals here in Milan would be absolutely incredible.
I mean, we were having a conversation around this. it's very unlikely that you are in the top 1,000 in the world at anything. These guys are in the top 32 best players at PES in the world. It's that simple fact. As every game progresses, these guys are either could potentially set themselves as one of the best 16 players, or one of the best 8 players. So they are one of the best 8 players in the world at something. That in itself, even without the final, is an amazing achievement.
So as you can see at the bottom of the screen there, as Graham mentioned earlier, that is the Twitter section. So if you do use the hashtag PESWF for obviously for the World Final, so PESWF hashtag, you may be shown on the bottom of the screen there. So make sure you keep those tweets coming in. Let us know how we're getting on here and how you're enjoying the stream and who you're rooting for as well from the different nationalities. As we just do a quick selfie here, me and Graham, you won't see that on the screen, but that's what we've just done. I think Graham might be putting that on there. He may even get featured, you never know. I wouldn't feature it personally, but he may get in there using the connections that he has.
Abusing my power.
So the reason why this section generally takes so long is just because there's so much at stake, and because once they get through all of the settings that they need, they can't actually start the game again, can they? If a setting's wrong, for example, they have to go with it. So everything has to be correct before they get underway, which is why this early door lag comes into play. But once they've got their settings saved, they can go back to that in future matches. So this first game will probably be the longest in terms of the setup. But like I said, once it's all done, we will be underway. And it is the French champion to get us underway against the American champion, not the French champion from this year's Nationals, but the French champion who won the World Finals last year with a win ratio this year of 97%. But hopefully when this is done correctly, we won't have the same wait second or third round and so on. Oz in the background there just confirming what I just said in terms of the settings taking so long, just because they can go back to it once they've done it the first time. We're just going to have a look possibly whether these two players have actually played each other before. There isn't actually a game that they've played together. We do have obviously their results that they've had this season. So usmakabyle obviously has the win ratio of 97.2%. The win ratio for the American champion, Roger, is only at 55, but obviously that only takes into play PES League and obviously private leagues as well that they can possibly be sparring with, so they may lose a few games here and there. So you can't take too much into that percentage, can you, Graham?
No, not at all. I mean, maybe you can probably take a little bit from usmakabyle's 97% win, just because he is an absolute machine. But like we say, Rodri, he will. I mean, that percentage doesn't take into account any offline events either. So this is just their online stats. So anything he's played offline that hasn't been logged through the PES League global system, I mean, that all comes into play. And yeah, this guy's has played himself 400 and odd games.
Rodri's played just over 400 games this year. He has lost 127. He's got a goals to conceding ratio of plus sort of 150, so he's slightly edging the goals scored to goals conceded. The one massive stat here for you guys at home from usmakabyle is the played 499, lost 5. That is truly remarkable from usmakabyle this year. I mean, it's quite a scary ratio. It's quite a scary stat, that, just losing 5 games in just shy of 500.
Is that a percentage? He loses 1% of games. That's incredible. And then he draws 2% of games. That's amazing, that stat. Okay, we are
waiting for one game, like I said in the background, one game out of all the fixtures. Who is that person that we are waiting for? Get a move on. The people at home want to see some action.
Yeah, it seems to be. We'll try to figure out, give you an updating the room. But yeah, obviously, logistically, we are waiting for not just one machine. Obviously, the guys on the stream, as you can see, they're looking around the room. They want to get underway. We are just waiting for one of the other 15 consoles. So we have 16 consoles.
Do you know what I think it is, Graham?
What's that?
I think they know how excited we are for kickoff, and they want to delay it to increase the anticipation as much as possible. I think they're toying with this in that one game.
I think they just wanted to hear our sultry tones for a little bit longer.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I feel like I'm on some sort of Alan Partridge deep bath sort of Radio 2. If you're a UK listener, then obviously you know what Radio 2 is. If you're not, it's a lovely sort of afternoon/early evening chatty show where the sultry tones of the presenters sort of talk you through the evening.
Just want to jump back. It's not on the screen anymore. It's just cycled through. It'll come back up shortly. But I've just seen a tweet there. So hello to Leo numero 7. So that's Leo Antonio. He's just said that he's watching the PES League stream, and I know that because he's tweeted using the hashtag PESWF. So you can see the bottom of the screen there. There's the PES League tweet. Leo's
hello
tweet
to you, and thank you for your tweet.
So yeah, if you would like a shout out, obviously, by all means, please feel free to tweet using hashtag PESWF.
And obviously we will continue to sort of say out some of the things that are being said as well, that are being put on the screen. So you may even get a shout out from me and Graham as well. Obviously there is only human jelly there, all aboard, accounted for, heading towards the PES World Finals.
And what does that one say?
That one says, my French isn't that great, so we're going to leave that one. And we are underway here at the Allianz Arena. And we're underway with Franck Ribéry down the left-hand side for Bayern Munich. David Alaba finds Vidal. Vidal challenged though, and now Lewandowski finds Costa. And Costa plays a lovely ball across, looking for Mario Götze, tries to get the shot away, and it is through towards Manuel Neuer. So it's Boateng out towards Mario Götze on the left-hand side. Chance here to whip the ball into the danger area. Just held up there and back towards Vidal. Good early possession here from Bayern Munich in the all-white strip as Juventus finds Vidal. Vidal to Martinez. Ball over the top looking for Douglas Costa. Headed away to David Alaba and now down the line to Franck Ribéry. That's a stunning challenge there from the Bayern Munich defender. Finds Thiago, now Costa through to Lewandowski. Early chance here, and Lewandowski slashes the shot wide of the target with a goal at his mercy. First real chance of the first live game here in Milan at the World Finals, and what a chance it was. Götze, good early pressure here from the team in white. And as far as I'm aware, that is the French world champion from last year, usmakabyle. So it's a strong start from last year's champion. So another chance here, Mario Götze in towards Lewandowski. There has been a goal behind me in one of the other games. David Alaba. So we are hearing behind us that it is the UK champion Dex who has scored the first goal of the World Finals here in Milan. A great start for the UK champion as usmakabyle plays the ball up towards Franck Ribéry. Chance to play it in field, but blocked by Thiago. It's a strong start here from the American champion. Thiago finds Vidal. Vidal intercepted by Martinez. Martinez now finds Franck Ribéry. Ball over the top looking for Robin, but headed away. Another bit of solid defending there from the American champion. David Alaba. Crossed in, looking for Arjen Robben. Great first touch, had to score surely. A save by Manuel Neuer, but with the goal at his mercy, it was straight at the goalkeeper, went either side, and it would have been the first goal in this live match here for the French World Finals champion last year, but he has taken the lead. A stunning header. And usmakabyle takes an early lead here, 24 minutes on the clock. And that is just the start that he wanted, Graham.
Exactly. I mean, it looked like it was coming in a couple of seconds earlier. Neuer did well to get the save. Unlucky for Rashid at that point in time. Robin missed the second chance. He didn't hit the rebound, but obviously punishing.
And there's a chance here for 2, but it is an offside flag there, just straight beyond the last defender. And it was a bright start from Rodri, but unfortunately it is usmakabyle who has taken an early lead. Thiago up over the halfway line, plays it out towards the right with Lahm. Lahm finds Robin. Robin skips inside and finds Vidal. Lovely possession here from usmakabyle. Costa, ball over the top. Lovely ball in towards Lewandowski. Just couldn't quite shrug off the challenge though. And the ball is played out towards Lahm. Lahm down the right hand side, got numbers in the box, plays it towards Thiago and smashed upfield towards the halfway line.
And apologies, I am still here. I'm just not able to multitask, so I'm just currently putting some social updates. As you can hear,
there has been another goal in the World Finals.
So Matthias Luttenberger, that's last year's runner-up, has just scored in his game elsewhere.
So we've had 2 goals here, haven't we? None in the... Oh, well, 1 here. So we've had 3 actually in the World Finals so far. Oh no, there's been more goals as well on my right-hand side. If you can see in the top right-hand corner, they are some of the results that are flooding in. So Ray Molina. 2014 is taking the lead against Arthur. And there's been a 2-1, so there's 3 goals in the game with Anirudh and JCB Macedon. Another lovely ball in, and it's 2-0 to last year's World Finals champion. It's a stunning start, and he's off to a flyer again, looking to retain his title, to be the first person to win 2 of the World Finals, and to win it back-to-back would be quite an achievement, Graham.
That would be. Nobody has, as we mentioned already, nobody has won the PES World Finals twice.
Oh, he's rattled the frame. A chance to reduce the deficit and make it 2-1, but the left foot shot from Lewandowski comes flying back off the post.
I was just thinking, just a couple of seconds before that shot, that Rashid is working the space. He's putting Rodri under a lot of pressure. And I was just thinking, maybe this is a sign that the floodgates have opened. But as I thought that, I didn't even get to say the words, Rodri showed that that's not the case. He's obviously willing to break. But as I say that...
The curse of the commentator, Graham doesn't even have to say it. He just has to think it. And the opposite happens. That is the beauty of Graham. Chance for Martinez to intercept. Plays it forward towards Lewandowski. But that is the end of the first half, and it has been one of domination after a cagey and sloppy start from last year's World Finals champion. He has taken a 2-0 lead at half-time, and really there is no way back, you feel, if he can continue this sort of form. But like we said, you know, this game of PES 2016, it can swing this way and that with just a simple tactical tweak.
I mean, you saw how many shots potentially could have been finished in that game. So if Rodri can get the breaks and if he can take his chances, then he's definitely got it all in. The only thing is, he just happens to be doing that with the current best in the world. So
Goethe, lovely ball in with the left-hand side, finds Costa, takes it down beautifully onto his left foot. The shot is blocked, and they can't quite clear the danger. It's a real melee inside the penalty area as Costa looked to reduce the deficit.
I was just, as we saw that sort of scramble in the box, then I looked away from the gameplay just to check out Rashid's face to see if he looked panicked, because it was quite a scary situation. Nothing, ice cold. You couldn't see anything there.
Another ball in, chance to make it 3. Lewandowski got the header towards goal. Another stunning save from Manuel Neuer to keep the scores just at 2-0, because you fear a third might have been curtains here for the American champion, as the ball is played in towards Lewandowski and cleared away for a corner.
And I think that's going to be something that we will see a little bit of in Rashid's play as well. That ball into Lewandowski, obviously his height, his physical presence and his aerial ability is something that he's going to look to capitalise on when he can. I mean, Robin on the side putting in and Ribéry too, but that long diagonal ball into the box, he's hoping he can pick up.
I was just going to say, already we've seen in this game so many times that Rashid looks up and plays the ball diagonally in towards the back post, and it's working really, really well. seems to be a reoccurring theme this year, as that is a siding challenge and surely the first caution of the game. Graham thinks red.
Potential. What's the ref? Oh. We have some excitement.
Is that another goal behind us, or is it just a shriek of anguish?
If you haven't been to one of your local PES finals, I recommend heavily that you should try that next year. If you can attend your national finals, you will see some amazing sights and hear some amazing sounds.
What I'm loving down on the left-hand side of your screen is watching usmakabyle, or of course Rashid, and his associate on the right-hand side of him, sort of egging him on, you know, encouraging him when he scores. It's good to watch the entourage with these players. The American champion just solitary at the moment by himself, but I'm sure he's got a lot of fans rooting for him back home. If you are, make sure you tweet in using the hashtag PESWF and let him know that your support is with him.
I think this is probably worth a good time to bring in the fact that a lot of these players now, looking at the stamina bars, are getting very tired. I mean, Rodri then had a brilliant chance.
There's that ball in again towards the back post. He's used it so well this morning so far. He scores 3 and another goal using that diagonal ball towards the back post. Caused all sorts of problems in the danger area, headed back across goal and headed into an empty net, and it's Bayern Munich 3, Bayern Munich 0, as Rashid makes it 3, but it's a goal to pull the game back. It's 3-1. Is this the start of a remarkable comeback for the American champion?
And what a finish that was. Shimmying past the keeper, Neuer had committed to the attack. A nice little shimmy, keeper done for, and just all he had to do was slot the ball into the back of the neck, and he's And
I tell you what, Graham, another goal in the next 10 minutes, and it could be squeaky bum time.
Oh, Rashid. The good thing with usmakabyle is I don't know whether it'll come through the stream as much as it does in the room, but he is very good at the mind games. The way he played the ball out with Neuer, then he's inviting players up the pitch so that he can go on that counter-attack, and he's probably one of the best players with that as well. His physical presence.
There's definitely another goal in this game as it's played in towards Robin. Again, how many times are we going to see that diagonal ball towards the back post that we talked about? It's another goal, and definitely if you are a contender playing against usmakabyle, you have to watch out for that tactic, because it is working absolutely incredibly well this morning here in the PES 2016 World Finals here in Milan.
He's clearly found a weakness in the defence there, and he's exploiting that, as you would if you're after the win. You found a weak spot, you're going to go straight for the jugular. So this is where Rodri needs to make sure that he's not dragging his players out. Obviously, if you play PES, you hold the square button, you will be bringing extra defenders on, and that's when he's doing that. He's creating the spaces, which is allowing that lethal.
Neuer in all sorts of problems there. The sweeper keeper has had an absolute nightmare, and usmakabyle is laughing to himself there. He knows that was a real let-off. He puts his hands to the skies. He's not quite sure what on earth happened there. But what I was thinking while they're stopping, Graham, is it's very important that it's not a heavy defeat here if he was to lose for the American champion, Roger, because remember, it can go down to goal difference if they are level on points at the end of the games in the group stage.
So yeah, if we have players tied on points, we'll go down to goal difference and then goals scored and goals against to obviously separate the players. So
another ball in there.
Not just winning, but winning big is one of the big priorities. And that goal that Rodri's pulled back, it's still 3 goals down, but that goal could be the difference between him qualifying and not. So every goal scored is a benefit.
I remember in the UK finals there was a moment where 2 players were level on points and it was decided by goal difference, so it can be oh so crucial. He could have been here today, but he wasn't able to get out of the group stages due to goal difference. So
I mean Rodri's hit the post already. We've seen that ball come back, hit Neuer in the back. If that went in,
there's that ball again.
There we are.
That's absolutely world class from usmakabyle. Again, the ball in using the right foot towards the back post, but this time Lewandowski was able to steal in front of the goalkeeper to tap into the empty net, and it is usmakabyle 5, Rodri 1.
And the key thing there was no power. just touch the ball, touch it in off the post, and that's the thing. Knowing when you should drill the shot, when you should get the placement, and that's what you'd expect from
it's
the world
another
champion.
chance here, but again, Batang is there to clear the danger. The great thing about this, Graham, is as well as watching the drama unfold, if you are a PES fan, you can get a lot of tips and tricks from watching these games and seeing what works on the big stage, what doesn't work, and you never know that some of the people watching at home today might be potentially here, well, not in Milan possibly, but at the World Finals next year.
Exactly. I mean, I'm going to use this as a little bit of a time to shout out to a couple of community guys that I know will be watching the stream. There is a PES YouTuber called PESWF. He has some amazing tutorial videos. So if you want to be good, you want some good tips, obviously check out his YouTube channel. That'll be a great start for you, because he'll show you how to get to a level where you can compete with some of these guys. Obviously, whether that gives you the chance to compete with usmakabyle off the bat, maybe you need a little bit of practice. But
and remember, one of these finalists did win a competition by registering at the PES League. So remember, you can do that next year possibly. Will it be the same, do you think, Graham?
It will, no doubt. So next year, even now, make sure you go to pesleague.com and sign up. Even if you aren't qualifying through the national method, so if you don't win your national finals, one person every year gets taken
Chance
to the
here,
champion.
play through, Thomas Müller,
Smash.
smashed into the back of the net. A lethal finish from the German international. Is it too little too late, though?
Well,
it probably is for this game, but again, talking of goal difference.
Yeah, there's just a minute left of the gameplay now, so if he spreads the ball up the field, or maybe he's going to pull another one back, could this?
From Riby's side down.
Oh, he's still in possession.
Still going. Referee plays a good advantage there, but
that's got to be game over. There we are.
Surely now, all over, and it has finished here in the first live game on the main screen, and it is usmakabyle 5, Rodri 2. The question is, how important might that last-minute goal be for the American champion if he were to sneak through on goal difference?
I mean, those two goals could be